But no matter what comes in, women should learn to take care of themselves. Do you know some women still don't use a menstrual pad? Because it's not everybody is eating. The kids are chubby and healthy, but she cannot even bring out a token to buy menstrual pad for herself. It's real. Some women can't, they don't even have blah, 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 and then your hair is permanently on cornrows. All you do is when it's time, maybe the family invites you or you're going to church, you just pull off your wig. I don't care whether it's bone straight. You cannot live 24 hours in a day just centered around this man. You should forget him, and you are doing yourself a huge injustice. So tip number 1, you have to take a break from thinking about him, what he's going to eat, which soup is going to go with his pounded yam, which you are going to do your duties as a housewife. Fine and good, but
you have to be part of his business.
Yeah.
You cannot cash out if your nails are not clutching into the core of his business.
The paper. Yeah, you gotta get the bag.
So
because you birth his children, you are a warrior. Those are war scars, and he should be proud of them. Because when he came, the first time he came to ask you out, when you guys started, probably 10 years ago, your boobs were not like this. There were no stretch marks on your arm and all of that. So
Welcome to Sizzling Gist with Elsie.
Have you subscribed? I'm waiting.
It's so informative.
Also, click on the notification bell so that you can get every update that drops.
Please don't waste any more time.
Click on the like button, comment. Okay, let's do this. You have to cut yourself from those emotions, because right now, remember, we're talking about an abusive man. Let's say financially abusive, not physically abusive, like we said. When it's physical, you have to walk away. So emotionally abusive, he body shames you, he makes everything your fault, he gaslights you, he stonewalls you, he yells at you in front of people, he all those toxic behavior.
And I'm sorry to cut in. I hope you still have your points up there.
Yeah.
When he does all of those things, you should be like a chicken, where they pour water on the chicken and everything rolls off the feathers. He's giving you all of those emotional abuse, but what you have at the back of your mind is who you truly are. That's why you have to know who you are.
Exactly.
For a fact. Exactly. If he says you're ugly, you look at yourself in the mirror. That's not who you see. Yeah. You're a child of God who is made in the image of Christ.
And you can never be ugly.
You can never be ugly, because
and those things he calls flaps and fat and all that,
they are a reflection of who he is, basically.
Yeah, because you birth his children, you are a warrior. Those are war scars, and he should be proud of them. Because when he came, the first time he came to ask you out, when you guys started, probably 10 years ago, your boobs were not like this. There were no stretch marks on your arm and all of that. So it was in the course of you living with him, bearing his children, and being in his life, pouring yourself into him. That's when you got those scars. So don't let him make you feel less of yourself. If you're going to the gym, let it be that you want to go to the gym because you don't like the way, maybe you want to shed a bit of weight for health reason, for your own sake, and also to look good. Okay. So, do you want to say something?
Oh, yeah. So going back to how you can cash out from a man who is emotionally abusing you or making your marriage uncomfortable for you is number 1. Make sure that you integrate yourself in whatever business he's doing. You have to be part of his business.
Yeah.
You cannot cash out if your nails are not clutching into the core of his business.
The paper. Yeah. You gotta get the bag.
So you at some point you have to find a way to not be that full-time housewife. You have to also find a way to be his advisor. I think we talked about it some in one episode.
Exactly.
Whether your episode or mine, I can't remember. You have to find a way to be his advisor in such a way that.
But one thing, when they start detaching like that, they don't come for your advice anymore. When you're talking to them, the men begin to see you as nothing. So I think we should talk about first how to decenter them from that place where they make you feel like trash. Tip number 1. When you wake up in the morning, all you do is take the kids to school, come back, go to the market, shop for lunch, come prepare lunch, or if you have a chef, tell the chef what to do, hovering all over the house. From there, you make sure his laundry is ironed, and then you come back, you do this, you do that, blah, 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 and then your hair is permanently on cornrows. All you do is when it's time, maybe the family invites you to a wedding or you're going to church, you just pull off your wig. I don't care whether it's bone straight. You just wear it. Whenever you come back, you throw it to one corner because your job as a full-time housewife is so important. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit harsh, but women, we are fond of being our own enemies. You are an enemy of yourself. You cannot live 24 hours in a day just centered around this man. You suffocate him. You will suffocate him, and you are doing yourself a huge injustice. So tip number 1, you have to take a break from thinking about him, what he's going to eat, which soup is going to go with his pounded yam, which you are going to do your duties as a housewife. Fine and good, but 80%, I'm telling you what is going to help you. Because right now, he's not even listening to you anymore. Sometimes he doesn't sleep in the house. He comes back by 1 a.m. You're talking to him. He's scrolling through his phone. You're insignificant. So you have to do something to help yourself. Number 1, like I said, just stop revolving your world around him. Look at your nails. Go to the salon. Look at your hair. Do something about it. Stop carrying cornrows all the time. Do something vavavoom with your hair. Look at your heels, the back of your legs are all scratchy. Go sit down for a pedicure.
And you're not doing this because of him or because you need him to need you or want you.
You're redirecting the energy to yourself.
Yeah.
Because you think less of him when you're focused on yourself.
And then when you're focused on yourself, he starts to redirect his attention towards you.
He will start wondering.
He'll start wondering, what is she doing this for?
Who
is she doing this for?
My friend told me that this is her own husband was actually cheating. So when she stopped pouring into you know what he did? When she stopped pouring into him and, she started focusing on herself. She went to the salon, she did her lashes, she did her nails, she did everything. And then that night when she came back, he was like, who is this? What have you done with my wife? I beg you. What is this on your eye? Like, he has so degraded her to the extent that instead of saying, oh, your lashes are beautiful, it's like, what are those ones on your eyes? And she ignored him. So he thought it was just a phase, but she kept to it, And she told me at that point, I did not have any money of my own. I did not have money. So, we were just talking, and I told her, I said, babe, whatever is coming into the house for the upkeep, slash it into half.
2.
She was like, meat in the soup. I said, everybody will have to manage. Do you get paid for being a housewife? No, right? Everybody, he gets paid for the job he does outside. So you have to start paying yourself. And it was like trial by error. I mean, the money that comes in the month, she, sometimes she will take, sometimes she will not take. But she started building like a powerhouse of stability for herself.
She has to.
At this point, she can actually go out, sit down and have a drink and pay for it. Before, she couldn't do that.
Especially for women who are just a full-time housewife. You don't have a source of income from any other part of the world except from the housekeeping allowances that you've gotten. Now, putting into consideration the economic situation in a country, you should know what percentage of money you should slash out of the feeding. So take, for instance, he gives you 100K at the end of the month for upkeep. Take out like 20K out of it and use the rest for the housekeep.
Or 50. It depends the mood you're in.
If you want
to do your hair and you want to look sexy, you want to look wow, please, at that point, just buy potatoes, buy things, veggies, things that anybody can manage, because you have to look good. You're going through emotional stress. You're going through so much. So you have to have data in your phone. When you're at your lowest, you can just go online.
That 50% that you're saying they should cut out from, it depends on the situation.
There are houses where
the inflation problems going on.
There are houses where the feeding money is up to 300K or 500K or 70K, depending. So the woman has to know what to do, but they can't keep remaining in abject
poverty. Well, if
poverty.
It's 300K, then she should just slash out 100K and use 200.
That is it.
Do you understand?
But no matter what comes in, women should learn to take care of themselves. Do you know some women still don't use a menstrual pad? Because it's not everybody is eating. The kids are chubby and healthy, but she cannot even bring out a token to buy menstrual pad for herself. It's real. Some women can't. They don't even have lipstick. When they go to weddings, they will, please, do you have lipstick in your bag?
And that's why I do not support a full-time housewife. Even if you're a full-time housewife, there are online businesses that you can do that you can generate money.
Yeah.
Right? There's TikTok, there is Facebook, there is
Create
YouTube.
content.
You can create content from the home from your home, from your kitchen, like you're going about
Wow.
fine.
This was loaded, right? I know. So if you've not subscribed, please go ahead and do that. Okay. Click on the notification bell and please expect episode 3. Episode 3 is going to be something else. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and have a lovely, lovely evening. Bye.